Fallout New Vegas is a spin-off to the super popular Fallout 3, and I naturally had to give this game a go. Developed by Obsidian Entertainment and published by Bethesda Studios, this game was similar to Fallout 3, but also quite different at the same time. Set in the Mojave Desert, you play a courier who was left for dead in the desert. Miraculously saved from death, you try and find your assassins and reclaim the package they took from you. What is up, my dwellers of the interwebs? I'm Sorasyn, and welcome to my channel. If you're enjoying the video, a sub to the channel would be amazing. If you haven't seen my first impression on Fallout 3 in 2022, please check that out as well. The link will be in the top right corner now. Fallout New Vegas has you play a courier who was left for dead in the Mojave Desert. A robot finds you and brings you to a doctor in a small town called Good Springs. Here, you recover and help out the small town before venturing out to find your assassins and reclaim the package that they took from you. Along the way, you can choose whose side to pick in various factions while creating your own story at the same time. Unlike Fallout 3, you don't start in a vault. As far as I can tell, you aren't a vault dweller, but your doctor who took care of you was. They're the one who provides you with your Pip-Boy for your journey in the game, as well as an old vault dweller suit that was theirs. One thing I really liked about New Vegas was that each town or place you visit has its own reputation faction, and you can grow in popularity or become hated depending on how you play your game. If you're wanting to be a hero, the bandit factions will grow to hate you more and more, and you can see your current reputation with various factions displayed on the world map. As with Fallout 3, the meat of the game's content is from the side missions, exploring and finding new things to do outside of the main story. I also felt that the storytelling in New Vegas was just overall superior to Fallout 3. I am absolutely loving all the lore content and the choices I can make. It's definitely a lot less linear of a game and has so many choices on how you can play it. Since this game is a spin-off of Fallout 3, a lot of the controls are very similar or are completely the same. That is one of those things that carried over from Fallout 3 and remains the same. The world will slow down while in VATS and you can choose which body parts to attack. However, something that is different from Fallout 3 is that in New Vegas there seems to be a more in-depth look into crafting. You can craft ammo as well as many other things. Also, food and water doesn't instantly regenerate your health like in Fallout 3. Instead, it heals per second, so it will take a bit longer to gain health back if you're not using stim packs. I also noticed that some fruit and vegetables that you pick up from gardens are growing in the world. They don't always contain radiation. This is different as well. You can also get sick from using too many stim packs. That happened to me at one point in my gameplay, and I temporarily lost -1 to strength because of it. Weapon repair is still in the game, so I was always trying to get as many duplicates as possible to repair my favorite weapons. As I mentioned before, you can do a lot more with reputation and karma in New Vegas. One thing I noticed was that while killing the criminals in the prison, it was giving me good karma. Looting the prison was giving me negative karma. I was confused at first because I thought it was now a criminal's base of operations. But then I remembered it was a prison, so I was stealing from the prison's faction, giving me negative karma. So you have to be careful what you do if you want to boost your good karma. Something I found interesting involving the DLC was that it wouldn't just let you do the DLC whenever you wanted to. The game actually warns you that you need to be a certain level before doing them. I'll come back when I'm an appropriate level. When I think about New Vegas compared to Fallout 3, the main thing I seem to like about it is that New Vegas seems a bit more colorful. However, since it is in the desert, I feel like a lot of the time you're just traveling an open world full of a lot of nothing. I mean, it makes sense, you are in the desert, but it feels weird after coming from Fallout 3 and you're in the city. Currently, I'm playing a high speech, luck, and charisma build, and it sure does make it fun. Talking my way in or out of situations, the gift of a silver tongue. It sure does make for a very immersive and easy playthrough when it comes to getting what you want. The only issue I had with the game was when I got confronted by the Legion's assassins, and I kept throwing explosives at them, causing one of them to sink into the ground, and it took a while for him to unglitch himself. It was pretty funny. Graphically, there isn't much to mention on. The game uses the same graphics engine as Fallout 3, so it looks pretty much exactly the same as Fallout 3 does. There are a lot of new characters that I had never seen before, so that was exciting, especially the Nightkin, which after doing a little bit of research, I I found out they were in Fallout 2 as well. The Nightkin were really interesting. They're basically stealth type super mutants. Battling them was both terrifying and exciting, all wrapped into one. Overall, I'd say that Fallout New Vegas is definitely superior to Fallout 3, and while I loved Fallout 3, I can definitely see why New Vegas has been a lot more popular. The content is really growing on me and I can't stop playing the game. I'm so excited to see what happens next, and I have barely scratched the surface of the game. If you haven't played this game yet, I highly suggest you give it a shot. Go grab it on Steam, you will not be disappointed. So there you have it, that's my first impression on Fallout New Vegas in 2022. Thank you for watching, I'm Sorasyn, have a fantastic day. Feel free to follow me on all my socials, links are all in the description and pinned comment below.